And welcome back to Broader Financial Future. In today's video, I'm going to break down this Dividend King stock using my 10-point system when it comes to buying dividend stock. I'm going to go over the dividend yield, the credit, the dividend payout, and more. But enough of that. Let's break down what this company is, and that is 3M Company, ticker MMM. Now, if you don't know, 3M is a diversified technology company. 3M Company conducts operations in automotive, commercial solutions, communications, consumer, design, and construction, energy, health, and more. They're more so known for their N95 recently in the last 2 years because everybody was trying to get one of those. 3M has a very impressive track record when it comes to its dividend. So we're going to talk about that specifically in this video and break that down. Now, the first thing I look for in a company is just like we have our own personal credit, so do companies as well. 3M has a credit rating of A1, which is definitely really solid. Typically, I'm looking for a B or above. Not all companies have a credit rating, but it's always good to check and see what that is. So you want to make sure, just like with the banks lending us credit, you want to make sure those companies have good credit as well. Next up, I'm looking for its dividend yield, right? There's some companies like Apple, I don't care about the dividend yield, but a company like this, I want 3% or higher. In this case, is a solid 4%, which is a solid dividend yield. Now, let's look at it further, right? 3M has a very impressive track record when it comes to its dividend. It has paid dividends for over 100 years, right? So if you own this stock, it's been paying dividends for over 100 years, and it has raised its dividend for over 60 years in a row. A lot of jobs that we have now, how many people can say they got to increase 6 years in a row, let alone 5 or 10 years? Most companies, they kind of cap you out and that's it. You'd be lucky to get 2%. 3M, 6 years in a row, increasing their dividend. This makes 3M a dividend king, an even smaller group of companies that can actually land there. So it's above a dividend aristocrat. So basically, you have over 50 consecutive years of dividend increases. You are part of the dividend kings. So 3M is doing an amazing job there. 3M has a dividend payout ratio of 58.5%. Typically, I like to look at 60% or lower. Sometimes it might be a little higher, but in this case, it's just below that mark. So it's doing really well there. Now, their 3-year dividend growth rate. This is a company that's been around for a while, so it's only increases dividend about 2.86% within the last 3 years, which is definitely lower than what I like to see. Typically, I like to see a 5% growth rate, but it is what it is, right? Like I said, some companies don't even give people a 2% raise a year. So let's move on to the next thing I like to look at, and that is the forward PE. The forward PE is looking at 14.39, which is decent. Shares outstanding was a slight increase, and the return on equity is 42.28%. Typically, I like to see 15 or 12% for the trailing 12 months. So it's definitely doing really good there. In addition, I like to look at the revenue growth. There was a 9.85% increase year over year, but I can see a decline with mask mandates going away and basically masks being kind of like, for some, overall, less and less people are wearing them. So this was definitely a huge generator for revenue for 3M, but they do have other products as well. But definitely it's not going to help when it comes to their N95 mask overall. But luckily, this is a diversified company. They have a bunch of things. But the only thing I would say with that is I do wonder about their growth, but a lot of people moving basically teleworking. They have like a lot of office products as well. If you look at, like, I think they have Post-its, but they have a bunch of stuff that you can check out. This company has a bunch of stuff that people use on an everyday basis. Now, another thing I like to look at is their 52-week high. So their high was $208.95. So that was really, really good for this company. I typically try to buy in at a 10% discount. Currently, it's trading at about a 28% decrease. So definitely trading at a deep value discount for a Dividend King. So if you look here, I like to look at the 5-year chart. To me, I want to know if I bought into this company 5 years ago, would I be making money? And in fact, I will be down 22%. So to me, that's a red flag. I like to see a company having some growth. You kind of see it was going down in 2020, basically due to obviously the inline five in the last 2 years. You're seeing a little bit of a bump up in growth when it comes to the stock. Now it's starting to trend downwards again. Um, Overall, the market doesn't seem to respect 3M, even though it's a dividend king. I actually own this company and I'm down a bit, but I might add to my position if the stock continues to go down. It's still a good value even now at 4%. I look at it as a CD, putting your money into a CD, especially if you're just trying to buy and hold. This is not You're not going to get a lot of growth when it comes to the stock of the company, but there's opportunity as far as just, cash flow. And that's what I'm looking to receive is just continued cash flow over time. And I look at this more so as a CD play, just to kind of add passive income to my dividend portfolio. But that's pretty much it. Let me know, do you actually own this company? What are your thoughts about 3M as a whole? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Until next time, everybody, have a good one. Peace.